Hey guys, Mike from CCTV Camera Pros here. Recently I've been doing a bunch of testing using the alarm relay outputs on some of our Viewtron IP cameras and on our Viewtron DVRs and NVRs. In this video, I want to show you how you can trigger a device connected to the alarm output on an IP camera, but we're going to trigger the alarm from another device. I'm going to show you how we can trigger the alarm output on one IP camera from an event that occurred on a different IP camera. And all of the AI type of events are supported. So for example, you can trigger alarms based on object detection of humans and cars. In this video, I'm going to show you human detection from the camera that's on our sales floor, trigger the IP camera that I have set up in our tech area that's wired to a strobe light. In addition, you can trigger from face detection and even license plate recognition. Any type of alarm that the Viewtron IP cameras support or our DVRs or NVR support can trigger alarm outputs on Viewtron IP cameras and recorders. Another example, non-AI cameras, you can trigger alarm out using video motion detection. They can be triggered by even external alarm sensors connected to the NVR or IP camera. So for example, if you have a magnetic door sensor or magnetic window sensor connected to one of our DVRs or the alarm input of an IP camera, you can trigger the alarm output on that camera or another camera from an external device like that. Also passive infrared motion detectors. These can be triggered from multiple sources, so you can configure 5 different cameras that have either motion detection or AI object detection or any of those alarms that I mentioned. Any of them can trigger the output, so you're not limited to just a one-to-one mapping. You can have multiple alarms triggering the output on the camera. Last, these alarm outputs can be manually triggered from the NVR, from the mobile app and the desktop software by pressing a button and just turning the alarm relay output on and off. Some things to note before I get to the demo. These Viewtron IP cameras, they can be connected to the PoE ports directly on the NVR, or one or more of them can be connected to a network switch or router that's on the same network as the NVR. So they don't all have to be hardwired back to the NVR for this to work. So first, let me show you real quick how I wired this alarm light to the alarm relay output of the IP camera that I'm using. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up object detection on this IP camera right here that monitors, again, our sales floor. And I have one of our cameras just pointed directly up at the alarm output light, so you'll be able to see it flash. And so I'm going to set up an intrusion zone here that'll trigger the alarm output on this IP camera here. This is how the alarm light is wired to the alarm outputs of the camera. Ports 1 and 2 on that alarm block are the relay output ports. I basically connect the power supply of the alarm light in line with the relay output of the security camera. Then I use a PT4 power lead to connect the alarm output and power lead from the alarm light to a 12-volt DC power supply. This is an IP camera with power over Ethernet support, so I have the network PoE port of the camera connected to a PoE switch on our network. Here is the live security camera view on the NVR. The IP camera in the lower left is the one that I'm going to configure the human object detection alarm on. The camera in the upper right is the IP camera that has the alarm output port that I connected the alarm light to. And the camera in the upper right is pointed at the alarm light so you could see it activate. To set this all up, I'm going to click the settings button here in the lower left and then select AI event and then AI event again here on the left. Next, I'm going to select that IP camera from our sales floor that I want to use. And then I'm going to select intrusion for the type of detection I want to do and check enable detection by IPC. Next, I'm going to draw my detection zone on the screen And I'm going to set the duration of the alarm to 30 seconds. That'll make sure that the strobe light goes off for 30 seconds, and I click apply. Next, I click on the detection to target link, and I only want to detect humans in this case, no motor vehicles or non-motor vehicles. And then for the trigger mode, I'm not going to use push notification in this case. It's already set to record on that camera. That's good. So I'm going to click on the alarm output and select the alarm output from that alarm camera that's in our tech room. As you can see, you could select other alarms from the NVR and IP cameras over here on the left, but I'm just going to enable this one. I click apply there. And then I can close the settings menu by clicking on the X in the upper left. So I'm back at the live view of the security cameras on the NVR, and I'm going to walk out to that AI security camera. You'll see me in a second. And when I cross that intrusion zone, you see it detected me. You can see the detection event in the upper right-hand corner. That little window on the left shows all the events that were detected. And if you look at the camera in the upper right, you can see the strobe light is flashing. It doesn't show up great on video for some reason when you video a strobe light, but if you watch it, you could see that it is in fact flashing up there. Here's a full one camera view of it so you could see it a little better. Guys, I hope this video has been helpful. I'm going to link to the other videos that I made recently using the alarm outputs for our Viewtron IP cameras and recorders down below. If you have any questions about any of this, you can email me anytime directly at mike@cctvcamerapros.net. If you want to learn more about these Viewtron IP cameras that have these alarm inputs and alarm outputs, please visit www.cctvcamerapros.com/alarm. Thank you for watching.